Hello, hello everyone, and welcome to this premiere of the Karmic Soulmate Twin Flame Love Reading that we do every Wednesday. Thank you for joining me here. This Wednesday, well, it's actually done on the 17th, on the 18th, which today is the eclipse as you're watching this. I did not want to do this reading on the eclipse, but before the eclipse. So I am not at home, so I may or may not be in the chat. I cannot promise. So check out the chat, and if I'm there, I'm there. If not, do forgive me because I'm possibly with friends and taking a little bit of time out for myself. Thank you for your love always. Today, we will be doing the Lenormand. We'll be doing a Celtic cross with the Lenormand, which we don't do very often. This is more inclined towards a more personal reading. I know this is a general reading and cannot be for all of you. It's impossible. At least if we get one person and give them the answers that they're looking for relative to the person that you're thinking about, right? And you're here to watch this reading for. Hopefully we can get a little bit more information for you. And if this is your reading, remember there are many people watching this. So if it does not resonate with you from the beginning, then scrap it. Don't worry about it, okay? Now I do offer these on my website. We offer them on our website. If you're interested in a twin flame soulmate or karmic connection reading, we do offer two. Send me an email, divinedebut11@gmail.com. The link is also beneath the videos in the comments section, as well as in the more section. I will make sure I've got the links there for you if you're interested in a similar reading for yourself. Let us know and give us a little bit of time to get that out to you. All right, so today we're using the Psychic Tarot of the Heart as the Karma Dharma advice card. We're using the Romance Angels. We're taking the Mystic Moon Oracles to look into your emotions and your person's emotions at this time or whenever you view this video. I don't put a time, a date, because many messages could be more personal for you where these readings are concerned at any point. So you can always go back to the past readings. Don't worry about the astrology. If I'm mentioning the astrology, don't worry about that. Just look at the messages coming through from the tarot, the cards. And we'll be taking the handwritten love messages. We will not be doing the yes please today. It's impossible because I will not be home and I need to take a bit of a breather myself. So thank you for your love always and your support, your donations, your support in whichever way you support this channel. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Let's see, because we're in eclipses, anything can happen, and what you see is not what's happening right now. There's a huge illusion. Hopefully this full moon, this lunar eclipse in Pisces will enlighten us, give us more understanding about what needs to go and what needs to stay or to happen or to be realized. Let's see what's going on. Do concentrate on your person. In this deck we've got, and this is this little deck, it's called Oracolo Lenormand, right? So I guess it's Italian. Right, that's the little deck. It's a beautiful deck. I love using it. There's a divine feminine, a divine masculine, and for those of you that are involved in third parties or that there's influencing from others, doesn't have to be a third party where love is concerned, where someone's married, they've met the person of their life. It's everyone's situation is different, but we've got a male, a female, and we've got the snake. The snake usually is the third party. The other woman, the other man, take it as you wish. Okay, and don't worry about the gender. Just take the messages as they resonate for you. The snake could also be just an opposition, or just negative energy, or anything to do with fears or jealousy, or anything to do with intimacy and sex. So if there aren't third parties here, because the snake is very, very much the Scorpio energy, right? The snake is moon in Cancer, and moon in Cancer, of course, Cancer is the past. Cancer is also my personal private life. Moon in Cancer, right? That could be, the snake could be a mother-in-law, the mother-in-law from hell, the jealous mother-in-law that doesn't want to lose her son. For instance, we know how sometimes some women can really get attached to their boys, and they feel very endangered by the partner of their son, which is totally ludicrous. But anyway, as if they're going to lose their son. Let's see what's going on in this divine union, in this divine partnership. No, way too many, does not give me much information. Let's continue, dear Spirit. Thank you for your guidance. We will take them facing down today. That's what I feel called to do. Let's see what's going on in love, in the love arena. Because remember, this lunar eclipse is happening in Pisces. Pisces is the natural 12th house, which speaks to secret love affairs, solitude, things going on behind the scenes, karma, dealing with foreigners, things going on behind closed doors, bed pleasures that are secretive. That's what Pisces is, and that's where the lunar eclipse, the full moon, will show us things that were hidden. Let's see. Because the sun is transiting through Virgo. Virgo is a very good detective, obviously very good with the details. Cheers, everyone. Let's see what's going on in love. This is the now, the challenge, coming from the deep past, recent past, crowning. I call it the trumping card. It trumps the reading. It's a very important position, this card. The position of you and or the relationship, your environment, could be your person as well, what's going on in their life. You may be here looking to see what's going on with them if they have not been communicating with you. In the hopes and fears, possibly also what's on their mind, your person, possible outcome. The general energy is the fox, so there are sneaky, sneaky things going on. This is a card of tact, and it's a card of intelligence, but also it's the thief, secrecy. What's going on in the now? We've got the tree. So for many of you, this could be a past connection, long time standing connection. This tree grows deep roots. It could be a spiritual connection. The tree also reminds me, even though it's a card of health, it could be talking to the health of a relationship, generally health. Nevertheless, the sun is transiting through Virgo. Virgo is the sign of health as well. Healthy boundaries. Well, Saturn opposite in Pisces. Saturn is trying to put boundaries where there's illusion, where there's disillusionment, where there's a lot of lies and deception, or even dreamy energies when we're fantasizing, not seeing clearly. We could be self-deceiving. Hopefully this eclipse will show us some truths. But also because Saturn is boundaries, and Neptune, which rules, Neptune is the modern ruler, right, of Pisces. Jupiter is the original ruler of Pisces, and Jupiter is in Gemini, so squaring the house of Pisces that he rules. Jupiter, of course, expands on everything, but Jupiter will bring you the truth, whereas Neptune will bring you the illusion and the lie and the deception and not being able to see clearly. So we can say, obviously, that Jupiter and Neptune, they are in a square. So it's as though Jupiter is trying to bring us the truth, even though Neptune is a further out planet. And therefore, the further out the planet, the stronger it is. So Neptune is still holding on to that illusion. Jupiter's trying really hard to bring through the truth, the wisdom, the light, right? But it is challenging for Jupiter, obviously. Luckily, we've got Saturn, which is about grounding and reality, there with Neptune in Pisces. And of course, on this eclipse, we've got the moon, the full moon, that's going to bring the light to what Neptune, the illusion, is all about. Hopefully with the help of Saturn there, and with Jupiter squaring, both Jupiter and Saturn sort of helping out, so we can clear the air about what is real and what is not. Is there a deception? Has there been secrecy? Has there been infidelity? What's really going on? What are they hiding? What is the challenge relative to this long-standing or spiritual relationship, or a relationship even from a past lifetime, I would say? Yeah, Chiron is the key, the resolution. This is the key, of course, is a revelation, but that's in the challenge position, see? And it's interesting because now on this eclipse, we've got Venus in Libra that's opposing Chiron. So an opposition is like a full moon as well. So hopefully we will get some sort of light, some sort of understanding about where this relationship is heading, why it's been hard, why there's been no communication, why someone's not speaking truthfully, why they're not opening, why they're keeping their cards closed. Because if they were totally open, you wouldn't be here today, right? So the challenge is an open wound. This could be a childhood wound, because this reminds me of Chiron. A wound that you, I, they have been carrying from a past lifetime, from their childhood, from their family of heritage, right? Their parents, who knows? I mean, Mars is in Cancer now, bringing up a lot of stuff that needs to be looked at relative to our desires and the ability to move forward, to have the confidence, to have, you know, that warrior spirit. As to, you know, Mars is moving towards Leo, and will retrograde between Cancer and Leo, between both those signs. And this will last for a few months. Now, Mars is going to be stronger in Leo. So those of you that want to know the periods of time when Mars will be in Leo, because Leo is confidence, Leo is the king, right? That's when you know when it's time to push, when it's time to be confident and to know that there may be action. Because Mars in Cancer is like drowns, his fire goes out, he's got the inability to move forward. So we will be doing a special video on Mars retrograde, the Mars through Cancer and Leo season, which will last for about 8 months, on Patreon. So you can get the link for Patreon beneath this video as well. Where are you coming from? Yeah, Saturnian blockages. The mountain says that you needed to be extra strong. There were limitations and restrictions. Maybe you were at a distance from each other. It's a number 21, which is very similar to this. And this is a Saturnian card. 21 is the world card, right? The world card could speak to foreigners, foreign lands, but it can also speak to a huge ending of a major life cycle, and that not being easy, because remember, it's the mountain, number 21, which is Mars in Aries. Now Mars is in Cancer, in a weak position, very weak position right now. Maybe you did have moments of, you know, that someone was as strong as a mountain. I mean, to move mountains, you need to be extra strong, you need to be extra courageous. But generally speaking, the mountain speaks to limitations and out of bounds, right? Recent past, the moon, lots of things that are unknown, lots of secrecy, what's going on in their personal life, how do I get to, you know, how do I get to accomplish this deep connection, this psychological connection, this connection where there's a lot of secrecy, there's a lot of fears, there are deep, deep emotions, but there are also deep fears. It could be connected to someone's mother and the past, because Cancer, where Mars is, Cancer is the mother as well. And a deep, secretive desire to connect, to get intimate. But the moon also speaks to a fantasy, fantasizing about this person, but not living in the real world, in the reality. Let's see what's crowning. We've got a new cycle. We've got the stalks, which bring the child, which brings something new. This is like a transition. The stalks do speak to something long-lasting. This is Mercury in Gemini. The stalks speak to changes and transition, maybe reoccurrence, possibly a new cycle, but reoccurring themes as well, or a yearning for a transition, moving towards, you know, to build a new nest. This is movement and change, possibly also the transition can speak to foreign travel, because birds do travel to other continents, to other countries, right? And they go and they build their nests there. So this is like yearning or hoping for an opportunity, not to be going around in circles, but to have a brand new cycle that will bring change, happiness, and new beginnings. The near future, we've got the book. So things are unknown, or there are lessons ahead, or there's still information that's missing, right? The book is also about lessons and learning, or someone being a closed book in the position of you or the relationship. We've got the lily, and the lily to me is like Mother Mary. It's like a relationship that is protected by the gods, by Mother Mary. This is a card of ethics and morality and doing things by the book. It's a Virgo energy. It's Chiron in Virgo, but it's a winter card. A winter card, which means solitude possibly. It does speak to a strong sexual connection and wisdom, but someone trying to hold on to their morality and their ethics, even though there's a deep desire to connect. Now, this is Chiron in Virgo. Chiron is the open wound. Virgo is the natural 6th house, which rules health. Healthy boundaries, healthy connections, healthy relationships, equal giving and receiving, because if we look at Virgo and Pisces, they're on the same axis, right? And the sun is transiting through Virgo now. It's the possibility of discerning, not sacrificing, and not being the doormat, let's say, which Pisces can give unconditionally and be used, unfortunately, because they like to see things through those rose-colored lenses. You know, everything is magical and dreamy and so sweet and so innocent with Pisces. Don't get me wrong, the shadow side to Pisces can also be lies, deception, but on the more positive and brighter side, Pisces is unconditionally loving and sacrificing and giving usually more than what they receive. So to me, this could be a secret love connection where there's a very strong sexual connection. It could be very connected to fantasy and illusion. Sort of it being a story or a dream that has not crystallized yet, that has not become reality, possibly. Hopefully with this eclipse, this full moon, the sun transiting through Virgo is the ability to see the details and to discern, to to take a step back and, you know, perfect things and heal things and purify things. Just be more clear and concise. See more clearly. Let's look at your person. They've got the Tower, and the Tower in the Lenormand is very different. This speaks to delays. This is Saturn in Capricorn. You could be dealing with someone that is an authority figure, but this could also be a loner, someone that's usually very lonely, someone who is possibly also in another contract, another marriage, an unhappy marriage. Could be someone that's quite arrogant, that hasn't let you in emotionally. Someone that wants to do things by the book. This could be someone that's very goal-orientated, very hardworking as well, because I do see this as, you know, like the ivory tower. It could be a business, or it just could be delays. Delays as to this person letting you in for whatever reason. I mean, this to me is like the red tape. Divine timing, Kronos' timing. Right now there are delays, there are blockages, things need to be done by the book. It's business as usual. It's as though they have not let you in, or even not letting you in, that they're stuck in that ivory tower under another contract where they're very unhappy and they need to find a way to heal, because remember, Chiron is the key to escape this loneliness, this contract, whatever is going on with your person. Okay, let's see what are you hoping or fearing, or what's on their mind. We've got the whip, and the whip is conflict. It could be arguments. It could be internal stress and conflict as well. Your person could be conflicted, maybe because if we're looking at the reading, we could look at the reading from their point of view as well, because, you know, maybe they feel as though you've been secretive. Okay, there is a possibility of that as well. Maybe they are conflicted. Maybe this is the way that they're seeing you. If you're in another connection, that is also a possibility. The whip for me is very much about legalities, possible separation as well. It is a number 11, which is the justice card, and justice can speak to separation, any legalities as well. What is the possible outcome? We've got the cross, which is a card of hope. It's a card of belief, and it's quite a heavy card, because it does remind me of the 10 of Wands, right? The cross says that there's a heavy burden. It's like Black Moon Lilith energy. Black Moon Lilith is like a dark Venus, right? Where she's wearing a dark cloak, she's hiding in the darkness. It could be a sense of injustice, not being treated equally, and that not being acknowledged for who you are, for what you've the work you've put in, right, relative to this connection. But this burden does not last too long. It is a card of suffering, but it only lasts time-wise. It's a 2 or 3 weeks energy. So this cross, which also, yes, it speaks to our principles, what our beliefs, and it says keep continuing, carrying, even though something is heavy, someone is needing, remember, to trust in spirit, trust in the divine, trust that what they believe is to be true, and that this burden will end at some point, right? Now, I don't know if some of you come from different backgrounds as well, different religion where your person is concerned. That could also be another issue, where people come from different, upbringing, different beliefs. Let's see what the advice is. We'll take another layer, of course. We don't see the feminine or the masculine here. So we'll take more cards, of course, and see what's going on. What is the advice, dear Spirit, around this eclipse? Remember, eclipses can last for months. This is the Hermit. Someone is seeking the light, seeking the information, going internally, internalizing the energies and looking for that inner light. This is the Hermit. And the Hermit is also advice and wisdom that possibly also comes from another tarot reader, astrologer, legal, professional. Someone may be seeking professional advice. This could be a solicitor. This could be a detective. Okay, let's see, first of all, with the romance angels. Someone is still seeking the information. Obviously, there's information that's missing. And you see that she's in a meditative mode, I would say, around this eclipse. If you have not watched The Messenger is Here, that was another deep reading. You may get some messages there. And the message was to meditate, and that the answers all come from within. So very similar messages. Dear Spirit, where love is concerned, please advise. What is the potential relative to love around this time as we are entering the eclipse portal? What is the potential where love is concerned? Dear Spirit, what's going on in love? What is going on in love? Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So someone's needed to sort of think outside of the box. We've got a beautiful, beautiful kite configuration in the sky with this eclipse. So even though eclipses can be a little bit difficult, right? I got married a couple of days before an eclipse. It was 2 days before my my marriage, but I wasn't into astrology back then, so I had no idea. So you see that good things can come with eclipses as well, not only challenges. Let's see, with this passion here, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. And new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. New love for me, for many of you. For many of you, this could be a new cycle, of course. Now, some of you have tried to think outside of the box, as I said, and the configuration does tell us that, because Uranus is in the mix. And this is like a sense of feeling blocked, right? The blockages could also be feeling blocked and trapped, could also be the Saturnian energy, right? Where you're feeling like you're limited for whatever reason. It could also be the way you think, okay? But it says that free yourself from something. Something needs to be eclipsed from your life. Is it the way you think? Is it a past connection, another connection? Is it your person coming out of another connection? Spirit is saying divine timing is at work in your love life, so it's worth waiting for. You're still carrying a heavy burden. We've got a 9 here. 9s speak to endings. Remember, 9s are completion points. What comes after the Hermit is the wheel of fate. It's the wisdom. It's the end and a new beginning. Remember, the wheel of fortune is divine timing. big faded changes, but someone is needing to see the light first. Now, there's strong passion. Maybe someone has not been allowing themselves to sing with joy, to have fun, to let them, you know, to feel free. Someone has been trying to keep the control here and trying to control a situation in a particular direction. That needs to be waned and let go of, hopefully, as we have some clarity with this full moon. Some people may have connected with someone that's very special, and there's a very strong connection, passionate connection here, but someone's needing to do things in an ethical way. Someone needs to free themselves, right? Also, this is, you know, if we're talking about someone that may be quite arrogant, right? Someone that's very powerful, like the mountain, let's say. You got to be very strong to be able to move mountains. They don't budge, right? There's great strength in mountains. So that also comes with a form of control. You know, Saturn is like, when I say so, when it's time, I will allow you to do this. We do see challenging cards here. They're not easy. I think that some of the most difficult cards have come through in the first layer. Let's see what's going on here. We've got playfulness, to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Maybe someone is leaning very, very much towards that ethical and doing things by the book, doing things in the right way, right? And has not been able, it's like, I've got a burden. The burden may be my beliefs that's controlling my mind, that's controlling my love life. New love is possible, right? But we need to be more playful, a little bit more, you know, letting your hair down and seeing things from a more positive point of view, hopefully. But it speaks to recapturing romance. So the recapture means obviously someone from the past. This could be, for some of you, this could be a new cycle with a past person. Okay, let's not rule that out. But we see the fox here, and the fox could also be a partner, someone you're dealing with who is someone that's controlling you. Who is someone that passionately wants to hold on to you. What can I say? Deception. Someone who's wearing a false self-mask in this relationship. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Children. Your love life is being affected by children. See, with the fox and the deception, that's very much eclipse energies. Let's take another layer before we look at your emotions. We'll take this as the general energy. We've got the fox as the general energy. Why do we have the tree in the now? You know, new people do come in on eclipses. So those of you that are waiting, right? Those of you that are waiting and you imagined your life in a particular way, you need to let go of that control and just let new love come in. Okay, maybe you're being your own worst enemy by carrying a heavy burden. It's like Spirit is saying you need to be more lighthearted, more playful, and not so, don't carry distrust with you from the past, so on and so forth, you know. Let's see what that tree is about. We've got the stars. So maybe this is talking about a possible wish fulfillment in the future, or you're connecting with someone through social media. Could be someone that's at a physical distance. Why is the key in the challenge? See, there's like an illusion here. The fish is very much Pisces. It's the illusion, right? It's not seen clearly. And that is an open wound, obviously. we're looking for a way to clear, to because this is going to be a very an eclipse that's because Neptune is on this full moon. We're not seeing clearly. Neptune is very activated. Saturn there in Pisces is trying to sort of clear the air, bring us the truth. Let's see why there was illusion, disillusionment, and a lot of lack of clarity. Why do we have the mountain at the foundation? To me, with the mountain in the foundation, it's saying this is going to take quite some time, because this is a card of limitations and timing and maturing. So going through lessons, not being able to act, being blocked because of another contract, or because there was possible physical distance and an inability to speak truthfully and clearly. Someone not speaking very openly about their responsibilities, possibly also who they are in the world, not revealing their identity fully, possibly here as well. So we see the envelope. The envelope can be a contract, but it can also be communication being very slow and limited. Let's take one more on the foundation. Yeah, we've got the death card. Obviously in the past there has been endings because of a lack of, or an inability to communicate clearly. There has been endings. Now someone maybe has also, if this has been a long-standing situation, maybe there has been a physical death of someone who was in a position of power, which has led to more responsibility and burdened this relationship heavily, possibly. Or that it would have taken time to, if there was another contract, for that to be annulled, let's say, for an ending of the burdensome cycles and lessons, long-standing, long time, because this is Pluto, and Pluto is things that are hidden, but also this is a death, this is an ending. Very Scorpio. Scorpio is very mystical, very secretive as well. Let's look at the moon in the recent past. We've got the ship, which speaks to transition, change, and opportunities, possibly travel, foreign travel as well. A little bit of luck coming in, but things still not as clear. I'm going to take one more on that. Okay. Well, the ship also speaks to departure and farewell. Someone may have been going through a separation here, has not been totally truthful about it, because keeping secrets about their personal life is the moon, right? And the scythe is like an ending. So we see endings in the deep past, endings in the recent past for some. I don't know if this is ending with a past connection, possibly. But, you know, the ship is farewell. It is also possibly some sort of an ending that opens up an adventure. Let's see what's crowning. Why do we have the storks here? We've got the house. So this is possibly a new home or transition. Someone's moving house. A change in their romantic affairs, because the house to me is like a relationship as well. So a change of partners, possibly. Why do we have the book in the near future? We've got the birds. So a lot of things that were unknown maybe coming to light through communication. You may find out some news off the grapevine, off others as well, through social media. What are the birds about? Because they could be about stress, but also about not only stress, but also excitement. No, it is stress and it is worry, because we've got the mice here, and there can be information that comes in that brings a little bit of worry, feeling unjust, a lack of communication, a reciprocity with a sharing of the information. Look at that. We've got 2 books here. You might be finding out about something that's coming to a close. if this could be your life if you're in another connection, because there's been injustice, there's been third parties, there's been infiltration, injustices, and an unhealthy situation. This is like something is eating away at me that I want to share. Is that going to be shared though? We don't know. Let's see what the lily is about. We've got the clouds. And the clouds is Neptune in Pisces. A lot of unclarity, misunderstandings and doubts, things that are hidden. Let's take one more. And we've got the bear. Someone that is protecting their children and therefore not sharing the information. The bear is also someone who holds a position of power. Therefore, they do not speak openly about who they are and their responsibilities. This could be someone that is a parent, someone that has got lots of responsibilities. I don't know if it's you or if it's your person. But remember, the bear is also Mars in Aries. Someone that is a boss. They need to have a character, a character, or they need to be someone that's strong, or if they're not strong, hide their vulnerabilities, right? Because of the position they uphold. Let's look at your surroundings, your person. There is love there. The heart falls on them. This is Sun in Leo. It's talking to springtime. We've got the Rider, which is an ace. Lots of messages coming in. Speedy news, messages, and activity. Possibly also movement and travel. Because with a horse, it's a means of getting somewhere, right? The Rider takes action. He is covering ground. So this is an ace. Again, someone is ready to take action or to communicate, to put in energy, because they're very passionate about moving forward, about a new beginning. Let's take one more. And we've got a third party. We've got a third party. The snake is on their side. Now, this is not them in another situation, another marriage or another relationship. Then it's saying that there's a deep, deep desire and craving for them to connect with you sexually. They want to be intimate with you. Let's see what the conflict is. We've got the Clover. So a window of opportunity comes through. A window of opportunity and luck, logically, but this is not something that lasts. Let's take one more. And we've got the Bouquet, which is an offer on the table. This is someone's conflicted about making this offer, or if they will have this opportunity, because the Clover does not last for too long, right? It's a small opportunity. And of course, the Bouquet is like an offer. It's like a romantic offer, right? Let's see what the outcome shows. We've got the Divine Masculine. And we've got the Sun. Now, this could be a Leo. This could be someone that is well known in their community. This could be someone that is going to be confident, that is going to follow their heart, follow their happiness. Yes, this could be someone that is a father. Their burden could be a son, a child. I mean, more inclined towards it being a son. If this is someone that's carrying a heavy burden, this will not last long. And whatever they're going through healing. They will heal. Let's take another one on the snake here. And we've got the path that's opening, opportunities, or because the path means choices, the path can also speak to travel or separation or hesitation in making a decision, but it also speaks to opportunities. They've got an opportunity. Let's see. You are on their side. You are with them. We've got the Divine Feminine here. We see that your Divine Masculine is in your future. Right? Obviously, we've got someone that does have choices, more than likely a choice, but remember the path is that they need to make up their mind. What they're wanting is a true heart connection. They're hoping to travel. They're hoping to have the opportunity to speak clearly, to clear the air, to have a new beginning. But I would say that if that is the case, because they've still got the whip is on their mind, so there's conflict. They're hoping for an opportunity for you know, and remember, new love, I do believe with the bouquet, this is like a first time meeting, or it could also be an apology if this is not them meeting up with you first time, possibly as well. I want to see why we've got the mice here. And the book, we've got, yeah, the worry comes from someone being stuck. I mean, the anchor does speak to commitments, possibly marriage, or just someone having been very flat or grounded or humbled, right? There's a lot of stress about being able to offer something long term. It's like someone is stuck here. It's like something is eating away at them, something that they want to share with you. I want to take another card on your person here. More information on them. So we've got the dog. So there may be a friendship between the two of you. So this could be like a soulmate connection for some of you, or friendship where there is passion. Maybe this has not been, maybe this is something that they've kept secret from you, that they desire you, even though they come through as a friend. But it also speaks to someone that's very loyal and trusting. But what's this fox about? Because the fox can speak to sneakiness, but it can also speak to tact. Okay, so there's some sort of deception relative to a marriage. Yeah, and someone possibly keeping under wraps that they are married, because this is someone's reputation in the world, right? Maybe also having married for their reputation and for the eyes of the world, right? Someone having married for the wrong reasons, to close up people's mouths, let's say, because this is the card of reputation. It's the garden. Okay, so it speaks to someone's public affairs, and if they're famous, and their networks and people that they connect with. So let's take one more on that. And we've got the child. We've got the child, and the child, of course, speaks to a new cycle, but it can also speak to an actual child. So someone having hit the jackpot because they've cunningly maybe also got married because of a pregnancy. That is possible as well. But this is also because the ring can also speak to having done cycles again and again, and looking for a way out or a way in, or just trying to be very intelligent and have this new beginning. I mean, the child does speak to happiness, but it can be an actual child. It could be a literal child, and this could say that this is a brand new cycle that's going to bring happiness, because there's been intelligence. And I mean, this is the Garden of Eden. Remember the forbidden fruit, the Garden of Eden. Someone doing something for the wrong reason. Yeah. And if we look at the fox and the dog, as you know, in opposition, the fox is tactful and sneaky, whereas the dog is what you see is what you get. There's true loyalty there. So maybe this divine masculine has been dealing with a fox and with a dog. So with two different individuals, right? Someone that is very loyal. So maybe, you know, this divine masculine, this is someone that does deal with many people because they're a well-known figure in their society. Obviously, they would have to be the fox to suspect and keep keep the safety possibly of a child under wraps. So there are many, many messages here, my dear friends. But what I do see is that the divine feminine, I'm saying divine feminine is you because most of you here are females. And we see that there is competition here. There is competition, but you are on the side of this person. Obviously, now, if this is not the other woman, then it's that you have got their heart, but you've also got them, their mind, you know. It's as though you've stolen their heart, let's say, because the divine feminine here on the snake speaks to wisdom and a lot of intelligence and being very seductive and very very attractive to the opposite sex. So there is a very strong sexual connection, but there is also the heart, and you're sitting on their heart. So there will be opportunity. Now you're also sitting, if this is you, you're also sitting on the path. So maybe you've also got decisions to make and choices to make. Someone here has been trying to keep an open mind, but that's sort of kept them in the dark, kept them blocked, or waiting for the right time when they can free themselves. Worth waiting for divine timing, when, you know, the passion is off the charts here. We could see that someone that's not someone that has not been allowing themselves to be happy, allowing their heart to sing with joy. This has not happened because there's been some form of control issues. But I'm going to say a new person, possibly a new cycle, is opening up. New love. We do see the angels here, Cupid, right? New love is on the cards, or a new cycle. Let's see what's going on. I want to look at the psyche of your person. First, and then we'll look at you. So they're having signs and synchronicities. So they've been dealing with a karmic partner, but they've been going through their awakening and seeing the truth about the person that they were with. And so they're looking towards, we've got the bouquet, which is on their mind. You see, in spring, maybe this is new love starting in spring, because they may still be dealing with a karmic partner. Yeah. Let's look at you. Maybe there is also if they were not with someone else, then they maybe have been distrusting, not trusting you, because they've been hurt before, thinking that you may be a karmic partner, but maybe they're going through the awakening and seeing that that's not the truth. Because spring, the spring card brings happiness and blooming and very warming energies, happy energies. Let's look at you. Self-worth. Some of you are coming out of another connection where you're finding your freedom because you've gone through a dark night of the soul, or you've been dealing with someone that's going through a dark night of the soul, another partner possibly, and doing the shadow work. Oh my God, what you're going through. Let's take one more. Yeah, some of you are still bound. Now you can flip the sides, okay? Because some of you are, if it's you that's not trusting the other person, right? Trusting your person, then you, because, you know, this bound card does remind me of the control. Maybe it could be competitive energies between you and your person, the person you're hoping to manifest. But I would say more than likely, it could be that some of you are still stuck in a rut with someone that is very, very Saturnian, someone, a teacher, let's say, someone that came into your life to teach you many things. Or, and I'm going to say, it could also be this person this person that you're hoping to manifest, maybe it could be them that did not let you in, right? Telling you that it's not the right time. This is very often a Saturnian card for me. So Saturn is challenging you and being a tough teacher with you, saying that you are still dealing with the dark night of the soul and you're doing the shadow work. And let go of control, because control can also be part of the shadow work. Maybe you need to stop feeling as though you need to control a situation and just release it. Surrender to it and see what happens. We've got an offer on the table. We've got a soulmate here. There's a romantic offer. He's on his knees. And we've got a possible commitment. Refocus. So returning, possibly. Lessons learned. The book is open. There's a commitment, a possible commitment, or, yeah, this more than likely is an offer to a commitment. But on another level, this could be a commitment that is finishing, because there's a refocusing and there's a new love connection here where someone is popping the question. Take the messages as they resonate for you. There's a tower moment, an awakening moment here, because healing needs to take place, surely. Let's take some love messages and finish up this reading, my dear friends. Before I do that, lastly, I want to look at this new love card. And I think I should read the Seek card for you. Let's see what this new love speaks to. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. We've got the Gran Consolazione, the most positive Sibilla. This is possibly what you've dreamt of you could now create. But there's something here that's changing. You've got the Disgrazia, which is like a tower. It's the Tower card and it's the Seven of Swords. This is like seeing clearly now, possibly, as all of a sudden the Awakener, Uranus, is going to show you some truths about the illusion, about the dream. And we've got the Gran Signore here. My dear friends, this is someone that is quite egotistical. This is a VIP. This is King of Cups, King of Pentacles, King of Wands. He is the Emperor. He is your Signore, the Gran Signore. Number 13, his number is, so Scorpio comes through very strongly. I'm wondering if this is them going through a tower moment. We did see also here the awakening. We did see that there's a tower moment, an awakening. The book opens. Maybe it's this Gran Signore opening up their book and communicating truthfully, or they've received their lesson, they're refocusing their life relative to their commitment and a love connection. So maybe it's them that's this cloud, this dream, maybe they're going through a rude awakening, right? Or maybe they will be communicating with you that what you've dreamt of maybe possibly they could offer you now. I don't know, because they're sitting on the cross, which says maybe they're going through a difficult, burdensome 2 to 3 weeks. So whenever you view this reading, could be 2 to 3 weeks after that. So what's on promise here is the stars. And the stars do speak to the future. The stars are Neptune in Pisces. It is a card of hope and inspiration and optimism, a spiritual connection, a dream, but also a progression towards goals. Some positive information will come in. And it's not to say that you're out of the woods yet, because in the near future we've still got the book that's closed. We've got the mice here, which is like someone feels like there's been an injustice, or someone is not feeling good, right? Maybe there will be news that will be, I don't know, shown, because the book may be opened, right? And the mice is fears. It's a sense of injustice and not being happy, a lot of worry and a lot of stress. Let's see. Possibly also financial distress here, because the mice are eating the goods in the home. So some sort of unhealthy situation relative to someone's home. Let's take the love messages. These are love thoughts, words spoken or unspoken. We've got, please forget me, it was a mistake. Wow. I need time to process, to think. Please be patient with me. No more conflicts. I'm now free to pursue you. I know we're meant to be. You're the one for me. Our families will never accept this relationship. If you won't or can't accept my life and my ways, then we're over. I can have any woman or man with a blink of an eye. Talk about ego. We are from such different worlds, but I'm willing to work on this union. Let's see where this will take us. Waiting patiently for your return, I forgive you. I'm coming to meet you. I want to be with you. I need you. I still love you. Please come to me. You are my other half. I want to give you everything in life to make you happy. I want to have a family with you. We're done. I can't do this anymore. It hurts too much. I couldn't stay with you because I felt as though I was suffocating. I want to be free. And I was wrong to doubt your love, babe. I apologize. And babe, I love you so. I think we'll leave it there. I have never loved like this before. Well, that's a new one. That's a good one. Dear friends, we've got lots of messages. Remember that these could be even thoughts, if not words that have been communicated. Let's see what the number 9, the seek, means and what it talks to. Quest, understand, retreat, solitude, introspection, and guidance. Sometimes individuals become so engrossed in a relationship or in wanting a relationship that all perspective is lost. The relationship becomes their world and they lose sight of themselves. This card suggests that now is the time to take a step back, either from a relationship or from the desire for one, and go on an internal quest to rediscover yourself. One of my favorite sayings is, there can't be we until there's me. If this resonates with you, it's time to have a dialogue with your higher self and your guides about who you are and what you really need in life. You may be surprised by the answers. This is also a good time to physically retreat from your busy life and relationships. Attending a spiritual retreat would be optimal. However, simply finding some time for solitude and introspection can be just as beneficial. Take a while in nature, quiet your mind and listen for messages from the birds and trees. Give yourself the gift of daily 5-minute meditations. Pull a card from the deck and sit with the card's image, seeking its deeper meaning for you about what role relationships play in your life. You may feel that you need assistance in your quest for greater understanding regarding what you need in a relationship or even how to handle a specific relationship. Find a guide or mentor who is knowledgeable in matters of the heart and converse with that person. So you see, very similar messages. I don't see much happening until the new moon in Libra, my dear friends. I do see that this is a time of solitude, meditation, and introspection. Similar message came from the messenger is here. We're reading the energy, so both these readings have been done on the same day, and it's around this eclipse. So I would say give it a couple of weeks before we see that new moon in Libra, and Libra is ruled by Venus. Venus is the goddess of love. So we'll see. Anything can happen at any time. But more so, I would say that we need to clear the illusion. We need to see more clearly, and seeing from our third eye, from our higher self, from integrating these powerful energies of this lunar eclipse now, and sort of shedding and releasing any toxic emotions that we've been carrying. Remember that Pisces is a water sign, so it speaks to emotions. A full moon in an emotional sign on Neptune. Neptune, the god of the seas. Neptune is tougher than Saturn. So look to the Pisces part of your chart. That's where the full moon will be happening. That's where something is completing. So what can I say? What can I say? Good luck. Good luck to all my friends. I want to thank you all for your birthday wishes. I felt so loved and so appreciated. Thank you so much for your emails and your comments and your gifts. Your gifts, my beautiful friends. You know who you are. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. And I'm wishing you well and good luck. I'd love to hear from you. And thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. I will be back in a special quick recovery and quick healing to Margarita. Margarita, if you're listening, I'm wishing you well and happy healing, quick healing, my dear friend. Wishing you well. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Love and light. And I will be back.